Okay, in this lesson we're going to talk about multiplying polynomials, and we're going to use the box method to do so. We are going to be multiplying polynomials of degree 1 and degree 2. So we're just going to get right into the examples. So you need to look at the fact that you are multiplying two polynomials. Sometimes your first polynomial is not going to be in parentheses because it only contains one term. You need to know that the first term is going to tell you the number of rows you need for your box. And since there's only one term, I need one row. And if you forget, I kind of put a little helpful hint over here for you to look at. You can see I need one row. The second parentheses, that polynomial should always be in parentheses just so you can separate it from the first polynomial. And that is going to tell you the number of columns. So I need to be able to identify my terms. And remember, I'm looking for the subtraction and addition signs to separate my terms. I have an X and I have a 3, so that's two terms. So I need two columns. And again, you can look over here to cheat and see that there is a column for the X and a column for 3. Now we're going to start using our laws of exponent skills, and we're going to start multiplying. X times negative 4x is going to give me the product of negative 4x squared. And now I'm going to find the product of negative 3 and negative 4x, which is positive 12x. Okay, the bolded boxes, that is going to be our like terms. So we're going to look at our bolded boxes and we're going to see, do I have any like terms? And remember, for them to be like terms, the variable and the exponent has to match. So I'm going to start with my highest degree, which is a 2, and that's going to give me negative 4x squared. I don't have any other x squared, so my coefficient is going to stay negative 4. Now I'm going to look at, I have a 12x. Well, there are no other x's to combine it with, so it is going to stay a positive 12x. And that is the polynomial that I get when I multiply the term negative 4x times the polynomial x minus 3. So let's look at the next one. Okay, now I can see I have two parentheses. The first parentheses, again, is going to give me the number of rows in my box, so I have to be able to count my terms. And I have a 5x and a negative 1. Again, if you get confused, you can always look over here for guidance. And there are two rows. And the second parentheses is going to tell me the number of columns. And again, I'm using the addition and subtraction signs to help me separate my terms. I have a negative 4x and a 7. Two terms means two columns, one for the negative 4x and one for the 7 that's positive. Now I'm going to start multiplying and complete all of these bolded boxes so that I can combine like terms and get my product. So negative 4x times 5x is going to give me the product of negative 20x squared. Negative 4x and negative 1 is going to give me the product of 4x. 7 and 5x is going to give me the product of 35x. And 7 and negative 1 is going to give me the product of negative 7. Now I'm going to start looking for my like terms, and again, I'm going to start with the highest degree. The highest exponent number is 2, and that is the only box that has x squared. So I'm just going to bring this down to my final answer, negative 20x squared. Now I'm going to look for my x terms, x to the power of 1. And I have 4x here and 35x here, and when I combine them, I'm going to get a total of 39x, and it's positive. That's why I showed plus 39x. And now I'm going to look for my constants. I only have one term that is a constant, so I'm just going to bring down the minus 7, negative 7. So my product that I get when I multiply 5x minus 1 and negative 4x plus 7, I get the polynomial negative 20x squared plus 39x minus 7.